Did Ariana Grande just quit music? Well, that's what the internet has been buzzing about, but Ariana has finally broken her silence, and it turns out the real story is a lot more exciting. On July 16th, Ariana took to Instagram to clear the air, posting a clip from her performance at the 2024 Met Gala. Alongside the video, she wrote, "Very silly of you all to assume that just because I have my hands full with many things that I plan to abandon singing and music, it is and has always been my lifeline." This comes after a wave of fan speculation erupted earlier in the week. The rumors that Ariana was stepping away from music entirely to focus on acting. But Ariana shut it down with one post, making it clear music isn't going anywhere. In her own words, she explained, "There will need to be room made for all of it." She said her music journey may not look exactly like it did before, but I much prefer how it looks in my head. And most importantly, she added, "I am having fun. I feel grateful and excited and inspired." So what's fueling all this talk about her quitting music? Just hours before her Instagram post, Ariana had been announced as one of the stars lending her voice to a new animated adaptation of Dr. Seuss's beloved book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. The film is being co-directed by Wicked's John M. Chu and Jill Colton, and features music from the Oscar-winning La La Land composers Benj Pasek and Justin Paul. In her stories, Ariana gushed about the project. "I love this book, I love this script, I love the beautiful world of Dr. Seuss. I am so thrilled to be a part of this one." She even posted a photo with co-star Josh Gad from the studio, both of them holding binders labeled with their names and the film's artwork. Yep, it's real, and it's happening. The movie is set for a March 17th, 2028 release. But that's not all. Ariana is also returning as Glinda in Wicked for Good, the sequel to 2024's Wicked. That film, by the way, was a massive hit. 10 Oscar nominations, 2 wins, and record-breaking box office numbers for a Broadway musical adaptation. The sequel is slated for release on November 21st, 2025, and she'll again share the screen with Cynthia Erivo, Jonathan Bailey, and Jeff Goldblum. Then there's Meet the Parents 4. Yes, Ariana is starring alongside Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller in the next chapter of the legendary comedy series. In a recent interview with NBC, Stiller praised her comic timing, calling her so talented and saying she's so great with comedy. When interviewer Joe Fryer joked the movie might turn into a musical, De Niro didn't miss a beat. "The scenes that I have with her will be singing scenes." So yes, she's booked and busy, and this is exactly why fans were wondering, where does music fit into all this? Ariana gave them the answer. In her post, she said she's actively working on a plan to sing for you all next year, even if it's just for a little. Her rep backed that up in a statement to Variety, saying, "Ariana has always been and continues to be a musician first. She's genuinely enjoying this chapter, and the goal is to find a rhythm where all of these creative outlets can coexist." Her last tour, that was the Sweetener World Tour back in 2019. Since then, she released Eternal Sunshine in 2024, followed by its deluxe edition, Brighter Days Ahead, in 2025. The albums gave us hits like Yes and component placement Supernatural, The Boy Is Mine, and the emotional favourite, We Can't Be Friends. The Brighter Days Ahead Deluxe Edition also came with something extra special, a short film. And not just any short film. Ariana made her directorial debut, co-creating the science fiction musical Brighter Days Ahead with Christian Breslauer. The story? A 70-year-old woman named Peaches relives her most treasured memories one final time before letting them go forever. In these memories, we see her as a child, a rising music star, and even surviving a surreal alien abduction. There's a twist though. Peach's father, a mad scientist, tries to bring her back to life after her death. He rebuilds her body, powers her up with music, and creates a new version of Peaches through memories and melody. It's wild, it's emotional, and it's pure Ariana. She first teased the short film back in 2024 in an interview with Vanity Fair. It dropped alongside the Deluxe album in March 2025 and was screened in select cities: Boca Raton, Chicago, LA, and New York. To promote it, she even rebranded her second Instagram account to @Brighter Days, named after the fictional memory erasing clinic in the film. Teasers showed everything from burning keepsake boxes to futuristic labs and older versions of her character. And yes, she reprises her music video character, Peaches, from We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. The acoustic version of the song plays during the end credits of the film, making it an emotional bookend. If you're wondering about the cast, Ariana plays both elderly and young versions of Peaches, and her real-life father, Edward Butera, plays her father in the film. The supporting cast includes Charlotte Sanchez, Rashawn Ross, Jessica Jang, and more. All of this brings us back to why fans were confused. Ariana's schedule is overflowing. Multiple movie roles, a self-directed short film, a thriving makeup brand, and yes, planning a musical return. So naturally, people thought she might be walking away from music. She cleared it up again during a Variety interview at the Golden Globes' first-time nominees luncheon. Speaking about her acting success, she said, "I feel so grateful to the acting, and I think my fans know that music and being on stage will always be a part of my life, but I don't see it coming anytime soon." She continued, "I think the next few years, hopefully we'll be exploring different forms of art, and I think acting is feeling like home right now." But she also made a promise in a separate interview on the Las Culturistas podcast. She said, "I'm going to say something so scary. It's going to scare the absolute shit out of my fans." Then she reassured them, "I'm always going to make music, I'm always going to go on stage, I'm always going to do pop stuff, I pinky promise." So no, Ariana Grande is not quitting music. She's just doing it her way, on her own timeline, while embracing all the other parts of her creative journey. For fans who love her for her voice, the wait might be a bit longer, but the return will be worth it. Ariana's not stepping back, she's stepping up on all fronts.